Hello students, today I'll be taking the history class for class 10, chapter 2, the First World War. And the topic for today will be the war situation from 1914 to 1918. Firstly, let us get a clear idea of the two main groups involved in the First World War. They were the Central Powers, which comprised of Germany, Austria-Hungary, and the Allies, France, Russia, and England. Let us begin with the war situation in 1914. The Allies were far ahead of the Central Powers in terms of war materials and weapons, and therefore the most powerful. The French forces stationed on the banks of the River Marne tried their level best to resist the advancing German forces, and both the forces fought the bloodiest battle of the First World War. Neither the Germans nor the French could decisively win the war. On 29 August 1914, the Austrian forces defeated the Russian forces under Samsonov at the Battle of Tannenberg. About 90,000 Russian soldiers were taken prisoners, and the commander Samsonov committed suicide. However, the Russians could register a little bit of success against the Central Powers. They were successful in defending Warsaw and Serbia from an Austrian attack. Meanwhile, England concentrated her attack on the Central Powers in Africa and in Mesopotamia and Palestine, and in all these fronts the English won decisive victories. In the year 1915, the war situation went against the Allied powers. A fierce naval battle was fought, and the Anglo-French naval force suffered a crushing defeat at Gallipoli. There were other events like Bulgaria joining the war against the Allied powers and Germany occupying Poland and Vilna. The loss suffered by Russia in the course of this war was tremendous. 3 lakhs of her soldiers laid down their lives, and she lost 3,000 guns to the Germans. Italy, after maintaining neutrality for some time, participated in the war in 1915. In the Balkan Peninsula, the Central Powers could liberate and bring under the control a large part of Austria from the possession of the Allied powers. Next, we are going to discuss about the naval warfare in the year 1915. In 1915, Germany started a massive attack on British Navy with the help of the submarines or U-boats. In retaliation, the British resorted to attacking German colonies and effectively blockading the German ports. The blockade was intended to hurt Germany economically, and as expected, Germany's foreign trade and commerce suffered a lot. In April 1915, the German submarine attacked the British ship Lusitania off the Irish coast. A total of 1,200 men lost their lives, of which 118 were Americans. Moving on to the next topic, which is the war situation in 1916. In February 1916, the German air forces heavily bombarded Verdun, but the French valiantly fought and was able to defend Verdun. For the first time in the history of warfare, the English used tanks against the Germans in the Battle of Somme in 1916. In 1917, there were 2 important events which took place. Firstly, the United States of America declared war against Germany and Austria, and secondly was the outbreak of the October Revolution in Russia in 1917. Let us now discuss the effect of the blockade of the German ports. Firstly, Germany's economy suffered a lot. Secondly, there was a food crisis. And thirdly, Germany had to sue for peace with the Allies. In order to impose an effective action plan, a Supreme Allied War Council was formed. And in the Second Battle of Marne, the Allies were victorious. And in 1918, the German Emperor had to flee to Holland. Ultimately, the Germans had to sign an armistice with the Allies in November 1918, and thus the First World War was brought to a close. So students, these were in brief the brief points of the war situation from 1914 to 1918. Thank you. And the topic for today will be the results of the First World War. The Central Powers were defeated in the First World War, particularly the German state, created by Bismarck with much care and affection, was completely destroyed. There was no Germany worth the name. It was razed to the ground. And this was the case with regard to Austria-Hungary too. The destruction of the Central Powers was complete. The impact of the First World War did not remain confined to this alone. It was pervasive and it spread to the whole world. In its immediate results, the First World War caused the destruction of 4 empires in the continent of Europe itself. They were Russia, Turkey, Germany, and Austria-Hungary. From the destruction of these empires, there emerged new nation-states. As a result of the October Socialist Revolution, which began towards the end of the war, Poland attained her independence. This was followed by the independence of Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, etc. As a result of this war, there emerged a change in the balance of power among the big countries of the world. The United States of America, that was an agricultural country and the supplier of food, became the banker of the world. Before 1914, she had been a debtor to Great Britain, and after the war, she became overnight her banker. Not only that, the United States of America became a strong contender of Britain in international politics. On the other hand, Japan emerged as one of the most powerful states after the war in place of Germany, Russia, and China. It may be mentioned here that the First World War gave an indirect impetus to the rise and growth of nationalist movements in the countries under colonial imperial domination. The results of the war in a way show the destruction of the so-called invincibility of the colonialist imperialist powers. In the wake of the First World War, nationalist movements for freedom in countries like India under British domination became very powerful. Millions of soldiers died in this war and the number of soldiers injured was 22 million. The loss of Russia in terms of soldiers was more than 2 million. And the total expenditure incurred in the First World War was also in millions of US dollars. One of the important results of the war was the peace settlement that followed it. The Treaty of Versailles, which was signed between the Allies and Germany, was the most important one. The First World War contributed to the emergence of socialist revolution in several countries of the world. This war particularly contributed to the emergence of socialist revolution in Russia and in the establishment of a new type of democratic government there. The war also contributed to the emergence of republican form of government in Turkey, Austria, and the newly formed states. So these were in brief the results of the First World War. Thank you for watching.